right, ladies and gentlemen. If you just watched our Money in the Bank review, I am still your KBW predictions champion. That's right. Let's go. Disrespectful in the house. Logo in the house. Peppa wanted to see it. It's up on the screen for everybody to see. And you know what? Don't think I didn't see that promo you cut last week. Thinking, oh, I gotta sleep with this. I gotta take this home with me. Take it to work with me. You want to throw some shade at me? All right, Mr. White Vinegar over here. Oh, you know why he vinegar? Because he's bitter. That's why he's bitter. That's what it is.
Vinegar doesn't smell.
But it's bitter. It's bitterness. That's Joe. You're just bitter. You was bitter before because you wanted the title and you thought you were going to take it home with you. But you ain't Peppa 2 belts. No. You was still Peppa 1 belts by pure luck over there. Whereas I am the reigning, defending champion here on KBW. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That is correct. If you missed it, go back and check out our Money in the Bank review, along with the live review that we made, or live results that we gave you right then and there. I am the answer. This is Mr. Bitter. This is White Bitter Vinegar. This is the bitter one. That's why I changed the name to White Vinegar. How's that? Or salty. It's white salty because you know what? You're just salty over here. That's what you is. You're straight salty.
My name is taking some battles this week.
I'm coming straight at the neck on this man. All right, you want to throw some promos at me? Don't worry. I got something coming your way this week. That's right. I got something coming your way. You want to come at your boy? Nah, I don't play that game.
I'm not going to ever.
I'm going to be disrespectful to you all day, every day. Hustle, loyalty, and disrespect. Get it right. Champ. I don't need to sleep with this title. This title will stick with me all year round. You're going to see it here first. Sticking with this title. Remember how Money in the Bank went for next show.
See this?
That's what's going on here.
Locked it in.
Yeah.
I locked it in.
You remember that there, Vinegar?
Guys, please watch the
Vinegar.
Please watch the NXT review.
This is going to be Vinegar for the rest of the series, rest of the show, all right?
Watch the NXT review.
You can watch the NXT review all you want. You spilling your stupid ass coffee on my computer.
It's not coffee, it's coffee.
Yeah, don't know this damn coffee.
That's
Yo,
right.
we got the boxer in the house, baby.
Outside interference.
I see you bringing outside interference. So what you gonna try and get this
bring my manager, Roxy.
Yeah.
Just don't knock over
Roxy.
No, you guys don't get that song.
No.
Yeah, okay. That's on our other page.
It is. But I was just throwing out there. Remember that.
So let's break down some news because guess what? It's a special day.
It is.
It is Wednesday, and you know what that means? There's only a few more days
until count them. Few days
until, in the words of The Rock, finally, AEW wrestling has come back. Damn, guys, you ain't need to be falling. Guys, you don't need to take a
Stone Cold was upset that this coming back.
Unnecessary bumps, guys.
And, he was
Get
upset
out of
the whole
here.
thing.
So finally, we're going to have this highly hyped up pay-per-view.
Most anticipated pay-per-view.
The industry, when finally changes, AEW will launch officially Saturday, May 25th, from the MGM Grand. He's allergic to real wrestling.
So you clean that fast, but it is fine.
I told you. There's dust particles everywhere.
Man, all over the place.
So it debuts on Saturday. So obviously, guys, today being Wednesday, we're gonna have our last-minute news, I guess, on what's going on in AEW prior to the big pay-per-view.
The big double and up pay-per-view
as you see,
Saturday night.
We are locked in on our pro wrestling tees. Pro Wrestle Crate.
Don't forget to watch that as well if you have not caught up with it. Check out our unboxing of Pro Wrestle Crate.
You ain't gonna get any more entertaining unboxing than you do when us two get behind that.
Everything we do is entertaining. Don't forget that.
It's 3 times.
View it.
So obviously, I might as well explain it now because we're running out of belts.
We are running out of belts.
In that Pro Wrestle Crate, we received this AEW official patch. So with that, what we're going to do is doing the predictions as we will do for AEW later on in the show today. The winner of the predictions championship will win the championship patch.
So you won't be 2 belts. You will be a patch and a belt.
Patch belt. You know?
And it's going to be attached to your belt.
We're going to tape it to the belt, and then so whoever has it will attach it to the belt. Yep. Obviously, if you have no belts, you just hold it put it like that on your forehead. I don't know.
Just wear it on your shirt.
Yeah, just
At
tape
this
your
point,
shirt.
just tape your shirt.
But so
and someone else
the
will be at 2
patch
belts.
will be on the line this coming Saturday.
This coming Saturday night.
So there's a chance for one of us to gather
we may,
extra to our
I
stuff.
was thinking about it. We may just do a results show earlier just for this.
Yeah.
So that we can have it there. Not let you wait all week. Not let us wait all week. We may get a little something in there. Quick little review of AEW's Double or Nothing, and also announce the champion at the same time.
Yeah.
It may happen. It's been running our heads about doing that with some of the WWE pay-per-views once they're over. Maybe try and get together on a Sunday, late Sunday, just to do a quick review of Money in the Bank, or
So
Stomping Grounds, or whatever it may be. And with Showdown coming up, depending on how we do it, we're still deciding.
First of all, we don't even know what time Saudi Arabia is.
It's going to be 3 o'clock in the
PM
afternoon, our time.
on a
It's gonna be 3 o'clock our time. So Friday. It's on a Friday.
Oh, what the hell in the work,
So
man?
it's during a work day. So with this title, we're not sure if this title right here is going to be on the line for
Or if
Showdown. If we're going to do a Saudi Arabia title, which is just another patch somewhere randomly.
Yeah,
We're going to WWE random or a pin.
You
We
might
got
win
a
one of
couple
these.
pins. We got a couple pins.
Oh, you
somewhere.
got some belt pins floating around.
We have this as well. You know.
Oh, you can win this WWE logo.
Yeah, just put the WWE logo up there for Saudi Arabia. I don't really want to put the belt up, as it's very disrespectful to the women.
And he's very nervous that I'll take it.
I'm not nervous at all. I just think it's very
I don't want to do
disrespectful to the women.
predictions on anything that has to do with the word Goldberg and Undertaker as a match.
Yeah, that's happening. Along with Dolph Ziggler and Kofi. I don't want that either.
I'm okay with them wrestling. I think they're going to be a good
I just think the whole bit. But
But
we'll get into it.
It's
So
done.
first off, before
But
we get into the
so let's
main news,
rock some
I just want
AEW
to,
news.
before we get to that, I want to give nothing but respects and condolences to Ashley Massaro and her family as she has passed away. Don't they still haven't announced the causes, right?
I believe, from what I heard, they did announce it. I think it was suicide.
It was a suicide.
Yeah, I mean, they were
Really?
saying that
Because-
she had a lot of concussions in her career, and it could be like
It was
some
causing some issues.
post-concussion issues where.
Well, because I heard she was
you do
getting back in
kinda-
the ring and she was ready to go.
Yeah, but a lot of times when you have like, I mean, not to bring up like a band name here, but like Benoit was the same way. It wasn't that he was depressed. When you concuss that many times,
it takes
your
you
mind
back.
is never like right.
Yeah.
So you have like that. What's that called? CTE. That's
Yeah,
what that
basically,
football
yeah,
players
CTE,
get.
yeah.
So CTE, like they said, you could be like up here 1 minute and down here the next. Where like you just don't know. And if she's by herself,
No
that could be
disrespect to
it.
her, but that could explain a lot of things in my life.
oh,
Put it out there.
true.
No disrespect to
How
anybody
many
with
times
those
you get bumped in
issues.
the head.
Could be a lot of issues. No disrespect to her. If
But,
that's
like,
the case,
I think it was a case of that
it's
where
a
like
shame. Still all,
And I think
all
anybody
regrets
like that-
and condolences to her and her family. It's a shame
It's
to
a
see her
shame.
out that way. 'Cause-
yeah, especially that young.
And she wasn't even in the ring that often to be dealing with that.
No, not at all. Not at
Um,
all, dude. Like, yeah, but condolences to her
Yeah,
and her
condolences to her,
family.
and, you know,
It's a terrible
We'll get the
loss. You don't
sadness
wanna
out the
have
way
that.
first. So
So,
much respect
yes.
to her. Decades episode to you, Ashley. Hopefully, you're in a better place now. So let's jump into the AEW news that Pep over here wants to jump right into. Let's get into a match
Okay.
that's already been canceled for Double or Nothing.
They're not canceled because it already happened. It's not like it didn't happen. It happened.
No, true.
And I thoroughly enjoyed the match myself.
I thought it was great. I really thought it was a great
so
match.
What they wound up doing
And
was
we're talking about the Pac versus Hangman Page.
we don't
If any of
know
you follow
the
AEW.
exact move of what the issue is, whether it was his visa, whether it was creative differences,
So I
whatever
heard-
it may have been.
I've
I
heard a
heard
lot.
it was that Open Gate or whoever he works for.
Open Gate.
He's been undefeated for 20 months. He's been undefeated since
Whether
he
it's
left
been
here.
dirty or anything
Right,
else,
but
he's
regardless,
been undefeated.
Not been defeated.
So-
and I'm pretty sure at
so
the first
from-
show they're gonna have Hangman win.
No. So here's where we differ from the news, and I'm going to disagree with you. And actually, what I've heard and what's actually been reported, Meltzer, I think it was. I've heard all this from.
Peppers. White pepper.
That
Peppers.
vinegar over here. So from what I heard over this is that he was supposed to lose to Hangman Page,
Yeah.
being that he was the winner, and that later down the line it was going to be Pac versus Kenny Omega for the championship,
Yes.
where he would lose and Kenny Omega would win.
Right.
Nothing with Lion Gate or Open Gate, whatever. I thought it was Lion Gate.
Lion Gate's a film company.
Open Gate,
No, Lion
Dragon
Gate.
Gate, Dragon Gate. Sorry.
One of those gates.
So
it was a
Dragon
gate.
Gate. It was Dragon Gate.
Them
So it
gates
wasn't
were all-
Dragon Gate.
Kevin Gates.
It was Pac
Kevin Gates.
refusing to lose.
Yes.
After agreeing to lose, he refused to lose. Since he is undefeated and he's given so much to Dragon Gate that and it was all him that he backed out on the deal.
Right.
So, from what I've heard, AEW wants nothing to do with him anymore. They don't want to book him. They don't want him anywhere near it because of him basically going around and turning on them.
That quickly.
So they've kind of sounds like they put the kibosh on that because of that. That's why this match happened now.
I'm glad they still gave the fans the match.
I'm glad. Listen, if Pac was the reason, and this was that's a true story, that he didn't want to lose and all that stuff. At least he was able to agree to do this and put on a great show. And Dragon Gate was able to give this footage to AEW to let them announce on their
totally
website.
Shaft Hangman Page.
And it was also a shafting at the same time.
The pop was cool though, because like. I liked the way that happened, where he's saying nobody can beat me, nobody in this country,
and then boom.
And nobody even thought for a second because we all assumed Double or Nothing. That's all you assumed was, oh, it's all happening Double or Nothing. So I was paying attention to what Pac was doing. He's been wrestling at a Dragon Gate since he's been announced that he's on the roster. And when you see the horses on the Titantron,
oh man, it was.
And as soon as that Hangman name pops up,
fans were
and there
crazy.
had to have been if there was like 300 fans tops in there.
And by the way,
it was
Pac
louder
is from
than
this area. Pac is from where this was at in.
Yeah, this is his area in England or Belfast or something like
Belfast. So, I think it's what Belfast and everything. I don't think it's Belfast, but either way, this is where he's from, and the pop that Hangman Page got from this crowd was nuts.
Along with the fact that AEW chants broke out,
AEW
being the Elite chants came out.
Yeah, and Hangman Page broke out.
They already have that reach.
That's why
overseas, and that's what WWE needs to start.
And I know I'm jumping this, but that's why you've already heard Cody Rhodes in some being the Elite mailbags that they do now, that other episodes, which is nice. They've already said that they're UK. They know the UK is one of the biggest markets outside of the US, and they will be doing a pay-per-view there.
That's when you're going to see
which is awesome, and they're going to do it. Their time for them to be prime time for them, and like a 3 o'clock afternoon here, whatever it is. But I'm okay with that because at the end of the day, that is a big portion of their fan base. It's in as well as here. And who cares? So one pay-per-view, we have to watch it, whatever. I mean, I think it's respect to the fans all around the world by doing this.
Yeah, and not like you're going to have 8 pay-per-views in the UK.
And even if it's 1 or 2,
you can do 2. 1 a year in the UK or 2
in the UK. I mean, it's nothing bad about it. And
because you're going to do your weekly show out there. Like, you want that because you want that spectrum. You want to grow your spectrum as far as viewers. You want your eyes on the product, and guess what? If you can get your
eyes on this,
you go across there and get to London, you get to Ireland, like. Place like that, and you really get on it, you're getting more viewers, you're getting more money, you're getting more deals, you're getting more sponsors.
This is fantastic for them.
So I'm okay.
But all in all, the Hangman Page Pac match was fantastic. Pac ends up, even though he's still defeated because he had never lost a match.
He's never been pinned.
But he lost his match via DQ for kicking the ref in the nuts.
He sure did. He kicked him right in his balls.
And then
and I love the crowd, by the way, because they have that accent. But they kept calling him a bastard in different ways, and it made me happy every time. Like, you're a bastard, and then you hear another guy, "What's a bastard? Yeah. You hit him in the balls, you bastard!" And everybody was just.
It's as if you take someone from Philly and you take someone from the South. You're gonna hear different reactions. That's basically what I hear. Different reactions
calling him a bastard because it is his name, but at the same time you're like. Don't kick me in the balls, you bastard.
Yeah. It was all. I was like, the whole thing was great. The commentators, I actually really enjoyed the commentators a lot.
Good.
Dragon's got some good commentation there. I'm hoping, to see some good commentation on commissary on Double or Nothing. Saturday night.
What did you use the commissary? Is there something in the church?
Well, I don't know.
Take me to church.
The commissary was good. It was really good. It was a great match. But then Pac goes and destroys Hangman. Does that mean he's not going to beat Double or Nothing?
I will be there in full gear.
I wonder. I don't know. I wonder. He's full gear ready. This is the finger to Peppa over here.
I'm also full gear ready.
This is Vinegar over here.
Want to see?
Vinegar is not full gear ready.
No? Okay.
Hustle, loyalty, and disrespect is in the building.
You're not full gear ready until you get a shirt
out all episodes. And if you didn't see our last episode, watch this episode, which is episode 14. This is 15, by the way. I did make a mistake on that thing. Because I blocked this fool's face out. We do here. I control it. I am and will always be the man.
That's Becky Lynch, and then after that, Seth Rollins. That's when 2 men go at it.
So that match has been pulled, but they're saying possibly Hangman Page still has a match.
And there's been a tweet from Joey Ryan said he'll do it. There's also
another rematch
from Tongaloa, from the Bullet Club, saying that he'll do it. So some of the surprise literally might just be the Bullet Club OGs getting a match.
Scroll.
I would love to. The place would blow up if the villain showed up.
The villain.
If you heard whoop whoop and that dude showed up,
they would go insane.
I would too. I'd rip my shirt off.
But everyone was booing Bastard and cheering on Hangman Page the whole thing. It was great.
It was a very good match though.
Whatever the case would be, they still were able to do this match, and that's what's great.
Other AEW news, they dropped that this morning. I feel like was it this morning that this news wound up dropping?
Late last night, this morning, yeah.
Where they're doing now is the card draw.
Card for the Casino Battle Royal.
So they did Glaciers, right?
Via Twitter. It was last night because it was via Twitter or Instagram or whatever those things
little
are.
packy videos there. So last year was like, yes, it was like Glacier, and and they give you a little thing.
The whole thing is that they never show the number.
No, you're not allowed to.
That's always been the thing. But and by the way, when this happened, did you not see the Young Bucks tweet? Man, you're not supposed to share a number. And he just showed a face going, whatever.
Yeah. Because it was like they kind of gave it away before they gave it away anyway.
Yeah.
Because in the last Being the Elite episode, they're at Cody's house and Cody does a flip. And of course MJF, because he's very vulgar. So I'm going to say the F word for once. But it's just one because I'm just saying what he's saying. No, I'll say F. I don't want you to say the full one. So he just says, F you, Sean Spears.
Yep.
And then Cody does a flip into his pool, and he says, "What would you give that, MJF?" And he goes, "I don't know, 10." So we hear Sean Spears and 10. So you're like, okay, so something's going on with Ty Dillinger.
Which is Ty Dillinger, if you didn't know out there.
They gave him his gimmick without giving him his name. Like
he
still can use the 10 thing. So they show him say like you got to take a risk, and then you see the man, the myth, the legend. Ty Dillinger.
Where they hand the cards out, they have a poker table, they throw it out, and all they do is pick the card up and go like this and go.
The entrant number 10.
Smile.
Had to be. You know.
So, even if the rest of this isn't rigged, that was because they had to keep that gimmick alive.
The only thing I really wish, though, in my own way, I kind of wish they didn't tell you. I wish they didn't tell you who was in it. Because I think the pop would have been a little crazier if the number 10 pops up. And everybody like jokes and be like, Ty Dillinger 10. And then he actually shows up and you're like,
we did break the news back in the early episodes that Ty Dillinger was in talks of possibly going to AEW. Now it looks to be confirmed.
It is confirmed. It looks to be.
Well, he could just be for double or nothing. He may just be. He may sign a contract. Because let's face, signed a contract literally just this week. Ashley Massaro was it? No. Who's the guy signed the contract? Does their work for Being the Elite?
No, Brandon.
Brandon Cutler.
Yeah.
Brandon Cutler just got a contract with them. So and he's been in the Casino Battle Royal, or Royale. So we got Ty Dillinger, aka Sean Spears, making the appearance at number 10 spot. They're still missing 4 people, by the way, for this, and we'll get into that when we make our predictions later today.
Hey.
The other thing, you want to tell us big news?
Yes. So the championship, which I saw like a little piece of it. Okay, you haven't seen the whole thing yet.
They pieced it out.
They have some comedian guy who's doing this whole thing, right?
Yep.
He couldn't get the belt out of the bag, so he's pulling at the belt, and I think it was honestly, I feel like it was a little bit of a dig at how long it took Mick Foley to get the title out of the belt last week or during
this
Raw.
Past week on Raw.
Yeah. So I think it was a little dig on him, like, I could get the belt out of the bag. Yeah. So, but you saw a piece of it. And first of all, you saw like the outline. Remember how they said it was going to be big? It's a big belt. Okay. I saw something red on there, and I saw something blue on there. Okay.
Red and blue?
Gold, red, and blue. No, the strap is black.
The American Cody Rhodes?
The strap is black, but it's red and blue on it.
It's the American Cody Rhodes nightmare?
It's going to be just Cody Rhodes' face.
His face on that thing? It is. Like he's EVP, EVPs.
So they said what's going to happen, because I was kind of wondering this, like, you have a championship, and you tell me that the winner of the Battle Royal gets a shot at it. Okay, but how do you determine the champion? So apparently what they've decided is the winner of the Battle Royal, obviously, will be the first nomination to be in there. And the winner of, obviously, you're right, the main event, the co-main event, because the Bucks are going to main event it, but the single main event, Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho. Winner of that match will face the winner of the Battle Royal, and the winner of the Battle Royal winner and the Jericho winner becomes your first ever
AEW champion.
I mean, he still could be Hangman Page.
Yeah, I'm saying
if he's not in a match, he might be an entrant on the 4.
But I'm also saying, what if they don't make it a singles match? What if it turns into a triple threat match?
I don't think they're gonna do that right from the bat. But I mean,
it's a good possibility.
Hey, we don't know. We don't know only because there's so much going on here with lack of
There's
TV
a couple
show.
of things I want to talk about. I think missed on AEW. That's basically it for AEW. For WWE, we talked about it on Money in the Bank. We'll hit it on here real quick. If you hadn't heard, obviously by now, if you watch the episode, Brock Lesnar won Money in the Bank, taking away the opportunity from Ali or McIntyre. I didn't want to bring McIntyre, so I just brought Ali. He said that, add that in there. So Ali or McIntyre was supposed to win Money in the Bank supposedly, and then last minute changes, as always, WWE. Who in swoops in Lesnar and he retains the title so that he has a. I'm assuming it's going to be the match against Seth Rollins for the Universal title.
No, I was taking Kofi's time.
No, because I'm saying only because Kofi has a match at Showdown, unless he cashes in at Showdown. But he's supposed to announce it on Raw.
This whole thing is because
it's going to Kofi.
Okay.
It is.
Does he have a match? He has a match.
He's scheduled for a match, but he doesn't have a match yet. He's scheduled to be. He's scheduled for an appearance. More than likely, either because they're saying on Raw this past week, which we'll get into, he's going to announce who he's going to fight this coming Raw next week. So it could be him. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. It's a possibility. So the takeaway of Ali not being able to get a opportunity at this title is or McIntyre. I don't really care about McIntyre as much as Ali. It's kind of depressing because Ali actually almost had it won.
I love Ali.
And he did. He put on a great show, Money in the Bank. And they said nope, Lesnar, because Vince McMahon loves Lesnar, but no one really does.
Vince is not really intact with that whole idea.
Yeah, no one likes Lesnar, but he thinks it's what's going to bring the ratings back. It's going to destroy the ratings because honestly, I don't want to watch if Lesnar's there. Since we're talking about Showdown, there have been some guys who have pulled out. So Sami Zayn is not allowed in Saudi Arabia due to some ethnicity reasons.
Yeah, he's. I don't know what. I don't want to sound ignorant.
Yeah, I don't want to sound ignorant. That's
whatever his descent
nationality
is.
descent?
Yeah. They're at war. It's like Saudi Arabia is in war with Pakistan, I want to say, and he is. I believe he's part of his descent is from Pakistan. So he's physically not allowed
he's not allowed in his country at all
because of the dispute. So he has to be.
So he's not showing up
back. And that's a lot with French Canadians and stuff like that. It's a thing. So
Kevin Owens, because Sami Zayn's his boy, he's not going to show up at all. Then as of today, Aleister Black said no way.
And he's from Belfast, Germany. So like. And
Daniel Bryan also said no.
And Daniel Bryan, you knew he wasn't.
So obviously that's why we're gonna get the match. We'll talk about later on who's facing. Well, I think we already hinted at. We didn't talk about it.
What?
Dolph Ziggler is going against Kofi because of these reasons.
But like
these reasons, you're gonna see Kofi versus Dolph. But that was a surprise comeback on SmackDown this week. And then the other news, which was just brought to my attention over here by the Vinegar over here, Ruby Riott is out indefinitely with shoulder surgery. You said?
Yeah.
Which I don't even remember her really doing much to have shoulder surgery.
No, probably an excuse to not have to travel on this garbage show.
Well, she can't travel either. She's a woman. Women aren't allowed.
They're not.
The only person is the commentator because she's not working. But
and there's she probably has like clean the toilets or something afterwards.
It's some disrespectful thing. Yeah. Like I said, even I'm disrespectful, but not towards women.
Right.
Not towards women. I love women.
Amen to that.
Everybody else, like Vinegar over here, I'll be disrespectful all day, every day. So let's jump into Raw real quick and SmackDown.
Let's get these.
You wanna run down some Raw?
Ooh, dog. Okay, let's go. Monday Night Raw. We start off with Seth freaking Rollins, Brock Lesnar, and Kofi. So Brock comes out, and Heyman does his normal spick-lick thing that's so like.
Heyman does all talking, and Brock just stands there like an idiot.
Yeah. No, but what he did have the boombox moment, which made me.
He
was using it as a boombox.
He was talking to us. He hit that 2 times.
That was pretty funny, but so he was doing his thing, and Seth was tired of it. He was done. He was done from the jump.
Yeah.
Okay, he said, "I'm not doing this."
Cash in now. Let's go.
Let's go. So Seth comes out, and then then Paul Heyman gives him the old. How do you know we think you're worthy of this being cashed in?
Well, that wasn't fully.
And then for Shizzle?
The part you're missing, though, here is where I think they got into it was Seth gets right into Lesnar's face.
Yeah, he's up in there.
And goes, cash it. Come on. Don't be a bitch, basically what he's saying, right?
Yeah.
Lesnar,
he was gone.
being the vinegar one in this situation,
I'm sorry.
takes the case and hits Rollins with it.
Right there, baby.
That pissed Rollins off because I'm not sure if that was plan because you were able to see the mouthing and hear what they were saying. As soon as that happened, they broke away from it. And Heyman automatically jumped and go, whoa, back up there, Vinegar. Hold up. Don't be jumping in there. Like, you're not supposed to be fighting.
No, it's because Heyman disrespected him.
Lesnar was but Lesnar, I think, went off the handle, obviously, as always does, and didn't go by the book, I think it was. And Heyman had to pull him back because Lesnar was probably going to snap. Because Lesnar does sometimes. He may have that CTD thing, whatever. Because he randomly snaps too. That could be a possibility with him. All the steroids he's been on and hitting the head so many times, which is why he ain't in damn UFC because he wants to break some drug laws.
Because they said because Heyman brought up Becky
Lynch.
That's what made him snap because he said, "Are you just mad you had to wait 7 hours to watch your girlfriend main event WrestleMania, which you've never done?"
Yeah.
And that had him like, "You already had to go bring up my woman."
That made him snap.
And then Brock's like, "I'm just gonna hit you with the damn thing."
Brock just pulled that off and did that, and then it was a whole big thing. Heyman definitely crossed the line there, but it was a good. I like that he brought that up because it was made public anyway, so I love they brought it up.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, as you were hitting it, then he said, "What if we're going for your title?" And who shows up? Wild card rule.
Yeah, he was screaming wild card.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody.
Wild card.
I feel like anybody who does wild card has to scream wild card.
It was awesome.
Like this way, you know, he used it. Oh, he's obviously using the wild card because he just screamed wild card.
Because you can't figure out who's using the wild card these days.
Right.
Really,
there's no brand split anymore. So of course, that means now Kofi's out there. So now Kofi's out there, Seth's out there, Brock's out there, the Money in the Bank thing's out there, the 2 titles are out there. What's going down in the DMs? So then Brock circles both of them around the ring, right? Or does he do that at the end?
That was the end.
He
looks at them and
Heyman goes, "Don't worry, it's not the end of your night.
You're fighting for it. It must have a beast of a good time. Wait till we return for a beast." There's all cartridges today. I can't remember.
Yeah, he says like the beast is yet to come.
Yeah, the beast is yet to come. Sorry, I was going to lie. The beast is yet to come because you guys are fighting over it. Lesnar isn't doing anything. You guys are the ones wanting to go at him, and he doesn't even have a title. You see how much power he has? Blah, 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 blah. So there was that. He gets to the ring and and talks to his boombox again. For people who don't know what that is, it's basically a big-ass iPad. This basically is used as a computer.
We're calling this now?
It's like this. It's basically what it is if you don't know what a boombox is. Are you talking to
his children?
He was talking. I'm not going to go over. You know what? I'm expecting everybody at this point. Screw them all. I'm the champ. I can do what I want. I'm like Lesnar. So, I'm not even picking him up. Screw him. So, basically, that's what happened there. And then, the next thing was Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn.
I'm sorry, what?
Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn.
Oh, God, this thing's still happening.
Why don't you get into what happened here? Because this is just a joke. This is like you picking up these figures at this point.
Leave me alone!
I'm just letting them stay there. I don't care. I'm being disrespectful this week.
I feel better, at least.
Listen, Vinegar, come on. Just get
the AEW guys?
Will you get to the Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn match real quick and talk about that garbage?
Yeah, that Braun one.
Yeah, because they ran away.
Like last time. They make him look like such a bitch now. And
then he faced...
It's very...
Well, the biggest thing is that, like, Braun was getting attacked this entire time last week, and then he runs into Bobby Lashley, stares him down, who's his opponent at Showdown, and Lashley does nothing. He gets attacked from the side, and then all of a sudden Lashley disappears.
Right.
And then he carries Sammy all the way to the thing. So you had Corbin and Lashley or McIntyre interfere, blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden no one interferes, and he gets pinned in like 3 seconds. Over. Stupid match, dumb match. Why? Then your boy Lars Sullivan comes out.
Yeah.
But who tries to attack him?
He's supposed to do an interview, exclusive interview. I was like, cool. It's like trying to hear Bane talk. And then I see, as we all know, my least favorite thing in the world.
Lucha. House party.
Here comes the Luchadome party.
Woo.
And if this is a house party, I retire from partying because I don't want to party with them.
Why are you so disrespectful for these guys, man? That's my gimmick.
They do nothing.
That's the hustle, loyalty, disrespect here.
This is the...
Vinegar?
This is... Yeah.
White vinegar.
I'm
He's
sour,
salty.
Sour
White salty vinegar is what he is.
It sounds like semen.
Well...
Jesus. So
you went there.
So,
you went there.
So Grand Metal Face, Calisthenics, and the other one came out, and what is the other one's name? Do we know what the other one's name is? Oh yeah, El Dorado or something like that. So El Dorado, Calisthenics, and Grand Metal Face was out there. Yeah. I'm not calling them their real names until you start putting up. Leave them on 205 Live, man. Okay, where all the flippity doos is meant.
So they can't attack him.
And he's like, wah! And they gave him a hard minute there, like
they did.
He almost fell down,
and
then he just beat him up, and I was like, yes, Lars. I was so happy for Lars to beat somebody else. I just like him throwing him around. It makes me very happy.
Again, this is stupid though, in my opinion.
If only it was 1-on-4
and Money in the Bank
and Rey Mysterious came out, I'd be okay with it.
He's hurt.
Yeah, he could hurt him more.
We'll get into that later. So Cesaro and Ricochet.
Okay, again, guys, what the hell is going on? First off, Cesaro got new music. Cesaro got new Titantron. Cesaro is back to being by himself. Cesaro is still doing the bar thing.
At the end,
his trousers still say he's part of the bar.
His mouth guard says the bar.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten all of his new stuff yet, I guess. So he's
slowly coming in because
he's going up against Ricochet, and I'm like, yeah, Ricochet.
Third time, right? In 3 weeks?
Twice, because he got beat by Bobby Roode also. Ricochet.
Oh, it's Bobby Roode, Ricochet. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, or as Jericho calls him, Jericho's podcast, because I know, again, off track, guys, but it's still wrestling related. So I was listening to the Jericho Talk is Jericho Money in the Bank band prediction. He calls it the band prediction because on Talk is Jericho, even when he was with WWE, he would do interviews with all wrestlers around the world, whether it's New Japan, whether it's Ring of Honor, it didn't matter.
And he
WWE.
He made fun of
Money in the Bank. He was doing all of them, so he was doing all wrestlers regardless of that, because it wasn't brand related. When he signed with AEW, Vince now informed him that you will not have any of my talent on your show ever again. So he said that Vince banned him from WWE and anything WWE related. Okay. So it's called the banned review. And so he was going at all of these things, and he calls Ricochet Ricocket and emphasis on the cock. And so I was dying. He was just messing their names up, and he knows who they are.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, so Ricocket against Cesars was like just doing some crazy stuff, and flippity doos, who cares? But he was ripping them then, and then the post Money in the Bank when he said, oh, good job, genius booking. Yeah. Get that up and coming star, the future of the biz, Brock Lesnar the title, or get him the Money in the Bank. Like Jericho now it's Shade City because he tried to be respectful to Vince to let him know, and Vince was like, whoop, hit him with the double birds and called it a day because God forbid you're not loyal to this crap company right now. So back to that, so Ricockets was out there, so it was Ricochet and Cesaro, and somehow they hate. Yeah, it was a great match. I thoroughly enjoyed that match because Cesaro always puts on a good match, and Ricochet will put on a good match, but somehow
take that back.
Ricochet loses this match in, I believe they said 8 to 9 minutes. It wasn't even a long match, but another loss on the Ricochet belt. Now, again, they say that's what's supposed to be different between this and AEW. AEW wants wins and losses to count. So you're literally going to have a record because it's going to be more sports styled. So there's going to be physical standings. That's why you might say
it's going to be like a UFC type thing.
You're going to see Adam Page is 13-1. Obviously, he is in the tops to get a championship shot. Not like
I like that.
Not like how Dolph Ziggler left for 6 months, and I know we're moving forward here, but he literally disappears, comes back, tries to paralyze a man, and then ends rewarded with a championship match. Why? What, his record? He hasn't won many matches.
He hasn't even been in a match.
That's like if you were in the NFL, right? And the Patriots were in the Super Bowl, and at halftime, the Cleveland Browns came out and threw one touchdown. So now, do they replace whoever is the other Super Bowl team? Because, they did throw one touchdown pass. No, that's not how it works. It's wins and losses. Yeah. So,
I'm liking that.
But so I don't like how they're killing Ricochet already.
Yep.
Which is not great. They're gonna kill him until he wants to go 205 Live.
Which is no point. I love him as a wrestler. He's really good.
That match was a very good match, but didn't like the.
I don't care about this next thing.
Your favorite people came out. Wild card. Big dog cards.
Car, big dog yard, big dog yard.
So Roman comes
I
out.
don't care about this one either.
Shane is done with Miz, and
I'm done with the Miz.
And he's like, I'm done with Elias. We're like, no, you're not. So then the same feud's going on. I don't care to speak on it if you don't care.
Yeah,
to speak
it was
on
dumb. I don't really feel like talking about it.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you're gonna see Roman Reigns against Shane McMahon at Super Showdown. That's basically what you got in this whole thing.
So that's gonna be garbage.
Goodbye. Have a nice day. On the next one. So after the Usos have been
Very good, good match.
But yeah, but coming at the Revival this entire time, you have a great match between the Revival and the Usos, and they've been shitting on the Revival.
Really?
Not this match.
They got him some Uzi hot.
Yeah.
Not to mention the confusing, a little bit of confusion is a night before, the Usos have just beaten the tag team champions.
So here's another thing we're talking about: wins and losses count.
And then on Monday night, you lose to the Revival.
So speaking of, I'm gonna talk about the tag team division in general here. All right, you don't get to see the Iconics defend their title, although they actually were on the show at least this week.
Yeah.
And you have yet to see Ryder and Hawkins even defend the title, let alone fight in the last couple of weeks.
Right.
And we saw Daniel Bryan lose and Rowan lose a non-title match. So the tag division is just shit because Vince McMahon doesn't care about it. It's obvious here. So you have the Usos win against the SmackDown champions, but lose to the ex-Raw champions.
Makes no sense.
I'm confused.
Really good match though, as far as matches go.
They fought really well on both ends. Now, didn't one of the Revival hold the shorts while they won, right?
Yeah, it was a roll up with the shorts hold.
But again, still a great match.
They're a heel tag. You're gonna get that, but the match itself was very good. I would love for them to do that on a pay per view and just let them off. Let them just do their thing.
Yeah.
But Revival Usos, good match. I love the Revival, so I'm okay with them winning. Over the Usos. I don't need to see any more Usos or Romans or anything.
Yeah, I agree. So then we had a moment of bliss with Alexa and Nikki Cross.
Nikki is one of my favorite characters on the show.
And they brought out Becky Lynch to talk to.
Yeah, she's gonna knock the heads off all you.
And it was really good. I like the Nikki Cross Alexa Bliss combo. They're doing like best friends type of deal.
Yeah, like awkward best friends.
Yeah, but it's good. And then, as I just mentioned, who you haven't seen show up, but they had the defended titles. That probably got deleted. We're going to do that one more time.
Right.
Ready? The Iconics show up. Yes, just in case it got deleted because my phone did the little fanny thing. So the Iconics show up and go, ha ha ha, you're not making two belts anymore. Whatever, I can't do that. I watched WrestleMania on you. Yeah, that was real bad.
I got two belts. One belt. Two belts.
I'm testing you.
There's two belts.
Let's go through this. So they come out and say, ha ha ha, and then Lacey Evans shows up. And did her little spiel. It was great back and forth. Yeah, and you know what? I'll take you all myself, she basically says. I can beat you both, all three of you myself.
You better shut your mouths or else I'll make myself Becky 3 belts.
Yeah, that's what she did there. I would have been happy she would have told herself. And then Lacey Evans came out. I'm sorry, I missed that part. Lacey Evans came out, and then she goes, Nikki Cross picks up the mic and goes, I'll be your partner.
And within like 8 seconds, she was already by her side like this.
Yeah, like, hi. I was like, whoa,
so
okay,
it's going to be a 3-on-2. I was like, I still would.
And then Becky goes, I wish you, but, just get in the ring. Just sit there. I'll do all the work for you.
She said, quote, sit there and look pretty.
Because all you basically know how to do. I know Vinegar was happy over there. And she did. She sat there sipping her coffee. But she made a point that, because my gear was lost last week, I'll make sure I have my gear ready. So when they announced her as fighting, which you knew as soon as she said, I'll be ready for a fight, you knew she was going to be in her gear. Because when she said that to start off the Alexa Bliss Moment of Bliss segment, she said, I'm already ready in my gear. And then, comes off and she's ready in her gear. Like, okay. But she stood at the side of the ring drinking her coffee or tea, whatever she's drinking, or nothing. It's probably.
So you were saying.
And it was basically a 2-on-3 match.
Are you saying that she was full gear ready?
She was full gear ready.
So yeah, this was a really good match.
This
basically a 3-on-2 match, and Becky and Nikki took care of business against the Iconics and little Lacey Evans.
Which was nice.
Very good match.
It was a good match. It was a great match
I love me some Nikki Cross. I'm glad she's getting some TV time after all this because she deserves it.
She went until the light and all of a sudden she got TV time. It was weird.
Yeah, it's turned on the light.
Then comes the moment of truth. What is this title? Mick Foley is good at.
The moment of bliss or the moment of truth?
The moment of truth. The moment of Foley.
So here comes Mick, And everybody's like, oh shoot, here comes the hardcore title.
Basically, it's what it is, though. Let's talk about
It's
it.
a hardcore title without it being called it, but it's the ugliest thing on earth.
It is.
It's green, which is nasty.
It's a nasty color. It just says 24/7.
Red circle with a 24/7 on it. So it's the 24/7 championship.
Which means you can fight it day or night as long as someone's you be sleeping. We could be here right now, and the champ currently could be sitting with us, and he could be attacked.
Yeah.
Which would actually be great for our ratings, honestly.
If we just
The
started
truth.
getting,
Come
our
through.
truth wants
Come through.
come through.
Bring
And
someone to bring.
you can throw through our tables on WWE wants to pay for another.
Pay for another table.
It's only $20.
You can throw someone else through the table for us.
We'll let you put your own table, see.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't care. Listen, I'm gonna come through. But the original winner. So listen, they're fighting back and forth after announcing.
Yeah, so
once I walk out of the ring, anyone from NXT. So basically, the fans are booing this entire segment. Right?
Yes, it is.
He says Raw, SmackDown, boo, boo, boo. 205 Live fans. Let's get into it. You can NXT and NXT UK. The fans go crazy, and he says also legends like myself. So the fans go nuts at this.
Because they think, oh, cool, Mick's going to take the title first. And
Right?
and
I expect them to go in. Yeah, because they're all fighting on the side. They're all beating each other up. Lo and behold, Tyson Hill gets the title.
He sure does.
And then he walks up and shows his fans, ha ha ha, and then he gets attacked by the mustache man himself,
Robert Roode.
Robert Roode.
So Robert Roode
Which is quick, back in the head and hits 1, 2, 3.
So Robert Roode then wins the title on the ramp. And Robert Roode is
running for his life.
Frantically for his life. It looks like a senile Scooby-Doo.
And basically through this entire thing, he's running through this entire Raw episode to wish to jump to the end here. He runs, says, True, you gotta hide me, He goes, sure, no problem. Throws him in the trunk and shuts the trunk. He went that way, pretends to run after him. Pretty poorly, I might add. Pretends to run after him, and other guys notice him, don't notice it. And he turns around, he looks at him and goes, yeah, I'll take you anywhere, don't worry. Here, get in the passenger seat. Opens the door. Who's in the passenger seat? A referee.
And
smash him. By the way, all he does is smash him into the car.
I don't get it.
1, 2, 3, done. Was tired from running, so it's 1, 2, 3, done. From my head, not even like a real match. Just goes boom.
No, it was R-Truth. Obviously, we know his strength.
So he jumps in, drives off. Basically, that's the end of that.
It is not the end.
But it's the end of that.
R-Truth, first of all,
is the champion.
Has continuously called this thing the European title, and is making me die laughing every time.
That's his gimmick, though.
He put this thing on social media.
That's his gimmick.
The morning of Smackdown, right? He's in like the woods. There's just trees everywhere, and he went, "All right, all I'm saying, me and the European title cannot be heard from or seen because I'm in the middle of nowhere, fun." And then when he said he lost 24/7 title match, he only has to defend it for 7 days, and then it's his for good. So he goes, "Me and the European title, we gonna be good for 7 more defenses."
Well, the best thing about that is that's probably how they're gonna get rid of it after 7 defenses anyway. So,
but like, I was initially very angry at this thing, but like, I like the segments you're putting into it, but it depends on who you let win it. A guy like R-Truth can carry a goofy title like that because he's funny.
For a while, too.
Yeah, because he's a funny guy, so like, you can have him do these weird segments in like the woods or something like that, or like, you know, like, he can do these weird segments where he's dressed as Carmella. Not everybody's going to do these crazy things. So having a guy like R-Truth to hold it first gives it some kind of funny credibility.
It does. The original, obviously, is Tyson Neal, but, you know, third champion R-Truth is going to hang it for a while.
Yeah, I hope
I liked it. Again, it was stupid at first, but the promos we've seen between Raw and SmackDown have been great. I'm hoping they show something on NXT and NXT UK.
Yeah, I didn't watch NXT yet tonight.
Well, but I saw pre-tape.
Yeah, so it had to be a couple weeks out.
But I'm hoping they show that, you know, that, and then 205 Live. He makes it, like, I think it'd be great. That was really that. Drew McIntyre versus The Miz happened.
That's pretty much how to explain that. It happened.
It happened.
Yeah.
McIntyre obviously wins.
Yep. Miz got the Claymore, and that was it for
that. Was that cheating though by Shane on that match? Or I think
Shane continuously got involved.
Yeah, so Shane, even though he's done with The Miz, gets involved. Miz really should have won that match, but okay, next match. We talked about R-Truth winning the title. Then the tag of Universal Champion Seth Rollins and WWE Champion Kofi go up against Bobby Lashley and Baron Corbin.
Oh, yeah,
no disqualifications, which is announced literally at the time of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
They fight. Seth and Kofi win because they're a great tag team. Next tag team champions you're going to see.
I mean, they should be winning because they are both the champions of their brand.
So they won, and then who shows up? Brock Lesnar. And he stands there and laughs at them.
And that's when he circles him like a shark.
Yeah, circles like a shark, and then Heyman goes,
Not today. Tell them next
We
week.
will announce it next week on Monday Night Raw. Dun dun dun! Ooh, so he showed up again, back-to-back weeks. Crazy. All right, that was Raw. I give it an average at best.
Yeah, C.
You agree?
Yeah, C.
C?
C minus.
C minus. Okay. So let's get into SmackDown, where.
Oh, also,
wait.
quick little spot on Raw. We almost missed it because it was so fast. The Firefly Funhouse.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Firefly. So I can't believe I forgot about it because I even texted you as soon as it happened. So scared out of my mind, yes. Scared. It was scary. It was awesome.
About 13 seconds.
But it was 30 seconds of stupidness. Like, I loved it, but I wish it was more. What was it? Send him now. Follow him now.
Let him in.
Let him in.
Yeah.
Let him in. Flash. So it was let flash, then him flash, then in, and written on these kids' foreheads, on these kids' shirts, in spray paint. It looked like NWO days, by the way. That's what it reminded me of. But it was let him in. But all of these kids are just like.
But like that was it, and I think a lot of people want it more because like they're coming off the week where like he gives away his secret.
And then snap.
So is there no more Funhouse?
They show him. First, I did a song.
Yeah, and then
they show Rambling Rabbit and everything, and then that happened, right? And then they show Bray Wyatt's character again, the Joker face Slipknot, and it's him go boom, it's over.
He did request.
What the?
He actually, in a funny Slipknot kind of way, he ironically asked Slipknot. They just had a single come out called Unsainted, and he actually tweeted out, "I will be forever in your debt if you let me use your new song as my theme music," because it has a nice little like the way the entrance is, like the beginning of the song and all.
It's a Bray Wyatt.
It's very like with the Bray mask, because they said the mask that Bray is wearing is
going to be his mask.
It's a movie mask, like top movie producers who
do
the top horror
top
movies.
Produced mask right
they said like the mask was like very well made, so I feel like it's not made so he can do a promo. Like he should be wearing it like the Kane wears his mask. You know, like when he comes out as that crazy dude, you better have your weird Joker.
Yeah, he's gonna have that mask. He's gonna be the demon.
Yeah, like his.
It's another garbage match, by the way. Anyway.
But yeah, so that was it for all. It was weird so quick.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So then we get into SmackDown where surprisingly Big E is back after like 6 weeks, if that.
Yeah, they said it was to get him off of Twitter. That man was getting real dangerous on Twitter. Like Vince must have been pulling his hair out watching Big E tweet during his injury. I was dying. His background for Twitter is a picture of Becky Lynch's mom, because he loves her. She's pretty attractive.
They brought that up actually.
Yeah, they said, well, you can't do, because he kept saying like, is Becky's mom single? I need that. I need to get me some of the Grand Man or something.
Which is funny because they make him seem so feminine.
Yeah, but then he was on there just going town. What were they calling the one? What the hell were they calling the black box or something?
He did a couple things, yeah.
And like the thing.
But he made a surprise return, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't think I guess I saw that he wasn't.
He was up like 6 to 9 months.
For injury, but
6 to 9 months be out. So he comes out, they're all excited, and then who shows up? Well, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And he goes, "You owe me." And they go, wait, what do we owe? Oh, and then this is Big E talking. What do we owe? Nothing. And then he walks away all sad, and Sami Zayn does his little thing because he's supposed to be fighting Kofi later in the night.
So yes, that's a picture of Becky's mom. He has that as his background. They have as, let's see.
Has Becky's mom?
That's Becky's mom.
Has Becky or Becky's mom responded to him?
I don't think any of them have, weirdly enough.
So they show up and then they basically disappear.
Oh, box office, because on Monday Night Raw they were saying that Brock Lesnar is
a box office,
and Big E put box office is a great name for a strip club. #Raw. He can't keep doing that. I'm a big fan of carrying a briefcase like a boombox. Salute, Raw. Like, he's just going in on all these things. Oh, geriatric championship for 65 years and up. Saying, like, he's ripping the Goldberg match already. I know I'm late to the party, but did you notice Charlie Caruso's out here looking like a buxom-ass green man? Like, he was ripping his own friends. Yeah,
he's going to AEW, man.
Like in a fun way.
That's a good surprise. He's being AEW.
Yeah, like so they were just doing all kinds of like big or Rusev put up a weird thing where he's butt naked with a what's that Windows tablet thing on his dick,
No one to see that.
and he'd make a great bear. Just like he was getting a little too invested in Twitter, and like I've enjoyed his Twitter over the last couple weeks because he's
going
doing it. So so Big E comes back. Has a knee brace on, obviously, but he looks like he's moving pretty well.
Yeah.
Coming off of the meniscus injury. So he's back in action. He wasn't
actually,
wrestle ready, but he was back.
There.
He was able to
keep off of Twitter.
He was able to sniff some armpits. Remember, he sniffed Kofi's armpits and Xavier's hair, and he said, "My boy's back." So he was very excited for this.
Odd moments. So yeah, that happened. I said then Kevin Owens was disrespected, and then Sami Zayn said some stupid stuff, and I'm gonna win the title. Blah blah blah. Disappeared. They walked away. Then we get Ali versus Andrade, which is a fantastic match.
Yes, another good match.
And they finally let Ali win. I'm sorry, they let Ali win this match, sneak out the win, and walk out with the W. Even though they're pushing Andrade versus Demon, which again, you only bring the Demon out if you need to. I don't think you need him for Andrade, but hey, whatever.
And with no storyline to why the
no
Demon.
storyline at all. Just
so the Demon also likes Saudi money.
Yeah.
Okay, we've noticed this now. So the Demon will come out for
I'm shocked because he's whatever. So yeah, that happened. Then we get the segment as Mr. Vinegar over here was talking about white salty vinegar. He came out and yes. R-Truth was dressed as Carmella.
Yeah, and Carmella really dolled him up. He was like having a half shirt on. But he forgot to take off the 24/7.
He kept the title with him, and I mean, he could have passed pretty well, honestly. If they didn't show it previously, and all that stuff. He could have pulled off really well. And he comes out with Carmella, and obviously he's doing the same R-Truth stuff.
Right.
And dance breaking and all that stuff. So they come out, and it's against Mandy Rose. Now, I don't know if you knew this, but I found out after I saw this match that apparently Mandy Rose and Carmella were having a big Twitter beef.
Well, no, you see their actual beef?
And
at Money in the Bank?
And it said something about, oh, well, glad you come out with the danger thing. It was, oh, sorry, I didn't have to be carried up the ladder or something like that. But what happened? What am I talking about? What did I miss?
Because at Money in the Bank, did you see when Mandy Rose kicked Carmella in the side of the knee? Now, it's not like we get that it's wrestling and you're going to be violent, but it's safe wrestling. There's safe wrestling. She kicked her in the knee, and Carmella's knee buckled. And if you notice in the match, so Carmella's trying to get out of the ring because physically, like she feels like something popped in her knee. Yeah. That's why she left and came back. So like she's trying to get out of the ring to get to the rest, like to let her know, like I gotta be carried out. And Mandy's still running with the script. So she tries to grab Carmella, and when she goes like this to Carmella like pushes her, like not in like a wrestling way, just like this. Yo. And then she goes in to grab her again, and you hear her scream as she pushes her. Carmella screams at her, "Get off of me!" And like Mandy doesn't know what she's supposed to do next because she's like, "I don't get it. This girl is more like she's not selling for me. She's not doing anything." And then Carmella like drops and slides out of the ring, but limps out because she kicked her wrong, and like it wasn't safe wrestling, so they had a big beef. And so afterwards because of it.
That's the sort of thing. So she says something about that,
right?
And then she says, "Oh, God, we carried the thing," or some BS like that. But yeah, they went back and forth, and they had this match. This is gonna be. It looks like these two really don't like each other now.
Yeah.
I must have missed. I watched the entire match, and I must have missed that part of it.
Yeah, they were. It was toward the beginning. Like she really kicked her right in, and I was like, "You son."
I saw it get carried out. Why she didn't carry out? I sat there and watched the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I must have missed that.
Swift kick right in the side there. We couldn't do that.
I'll go back and watch it. So yeah, they show up for what was a minute match, if that.
Because then everybody realized the 24/7 title is
out
ringside.
And he puts Carmella on his back, and they run.
And he was trucking it with a full-grown person on his back. I'm proud of him.
He was running. He was booking it.
Like Forrest Gump. He was running.
He was running. And he managed to defend his title.
The
B team beat themselves up by each running it. And then he ends up knocking them both out and running, and they disappear. But someone else before that got him.
Jinder. Yeah, and then he kicked out on two and beat him up and he kept going.
And then kept running. So you had those matches, but he's able to keep, like I said, he's able to do some of this crazy stuff, so it'll be fun to watch. And that was good. Then you come to Kingston, Sami Zayn, and
good match.
This is a good match. Kofi turns around with the win, and then who walks out but Paul Heyman?
And you think, we'll see.
I was thinking Lesnar was coming out from behind and attacking him.
Nope, mine was zero chance because that man hasn't showed up on. When was the last time you saw him on
Smackdown?
like back in 06.
Yeah, I mean, it was
wasn't gonna
like,
make that
oh,
appearance.
so he's not gonna show up. But I was like,
No.
maybe he's gonna come and attack from behind. But Heyman had to make the appearance, and he made the appearance. But to everyone's surprise,
Dolph
Ziggler shows up.
and beats the living poo poo out of him.
And as we hinted at, he like destroys him. He hits him with the chair. He puts his leg with the chair. He put his head in the chair and stomped it. Like, he just straight up beat the living hell out of him, only to say, I've been screwed out of all this stuff, da-da-da, I deserved it, not you, this was me, it was all about me, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, every opportunity that you had should have been mine. Dolph, no one really likes you. The only reason you're doing this is because KO, Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan, and Aleister Black all will not be at Saudi Arabia, so they had to put somebody in there, so let's put you in there. That's literally all it was, and you're going to get the match. That's basically what he says he wants a match. That was that stupidness there. What was a great match was Becky and Bayley
tagging it up
against Charlotte.
I liked
and
pre-match where Becky said, "I'd shake your hand, but there's no guarantee I wouldn't knock you out."
yeah.
With a Bayley, because she's still coming for that blue belt. She is a blue belt.
But then you had Lacey and Charlotte teaming up again, but this time in the legit match against these two, and they came out on top. I like the banter between everybody. It was real good pre-match. But Becky Lynch and Bayley Becky Lynch put on Charlotte. And Bayley was down for a little bit, but came back and was coming back at them. So that was good there. Charlotte felt like put on a good match too.
I don't mind
pulled
them.
Becky or Charlotte, one of the two, like knocked her off the ring like twice until she finally realized, "Yo, stop this," and then kicked them and then turned around and won.
It was an overall very. I enjoyed that match. I thought that was.
Out of all the garbage that came out of some of the matches here, that was actually one of the positives.
There was a good wrestling on both shows this time.
The wrestling was
gave
good.
us pretty good matches. The story's always kind of that's what's lacking. I don't know if it was the same this week as they said that during Raw. I don't know if it was this Raw or last week's Raw where they said like they were still doing the show. He was still writing the show as the show was already on there.
Again.
So he was, it's getting worse. They said that Vince is on a whim all the time. And he's just kind of like by the seat of his pants making this show up. And that's not going to get it over because your guys don't even know how they're supposed to come out and act because you didn't even give them a chance to think about what they can do. It's just like, oh, by the way, now you are going to do this instead of this. And
exactly.
Like, wait, what? Like, to not let, they said only 4 people knew that Brock Lesnar was even in the building for Money in the Bank. So that means like there are dudes in that ladder match who thought they were fighting in a ladder match for a championship, and then they hear Brock's music, and they probably were as shocked as every last one of us. Like, wait, so you're telling me we just did all this and none of us are winning this thing?
Yeah,
we're putting over Brock Lesnar.
It was,
and that had people just.
It was bad all the way around. And then your final match was Reigns versus Elias. Reigns wins even though Shane McMahon gets interferes, and then he gets Claymore kicked. Again, I'm not much more to talk about that one either.
It doesn't. It's the same thing. They just did it on a separate show.
Yeah, it was.
I'm so tired of this multiple show crap.
The difference is that Miz didn't come out to help Roman like Roman came out to help Miz at the end of the day.
Yeah.
All in all,
he didn't wild card it.
All in all, listen, the Kofi match was great. The Becky match was great. The Ali match was great. I'm gonna say it was a B only because
there
it was better
good
than Raw.
Matches. There just wasn't
bad storylines. In the grand scheme of things, and it really just screwed everything up for me. But other than that, I mean, that's our review of Raw and SmackDown. Unless you want to add anything else there?
I believe I have nothing, my friend.
All right, well then, I think it's time that we get into our predictions for Double or Nothing this weekend. What do you say there, Peppa?
I say let's get into this.
All right, so let's just to note. This is 158. All right, so actually, I'm gonna flip this. So you're on this.
Yeah, so she already had surgery. Ruby Riott.
Ruby Riott, okay.
So let's get into the first ever AEW
for the patch.
predictions. For the patch. Now, guys, when I say this is going to be much different than our normal predictions, it is.
It's going to be extremely different.
Because we don't know a lot of these people. We're not very, we're not.
I mean, we watch some of the indie
familiar,
stuff, but
not like
very familiar, and not familiar with how. Listen, you can predict WWE because they're very predictable.
This is going to be fun to predict because it might literally be the complete opposite of what we
It's going to be completely
We
different.
don't know how they're going to book things.
We don't know how they all decide to book things.
For Christmas sake, we don't even know if...
There's 4 people missing from the Casino Battle Royal.
Right, so you could say winner is, and you could say other guy, and for all we know.
Yeah.
It could be one of them 4 guys, including whoever gets the number 21.
Exactly, which may be one of those. So this is the Vinegar, and this is my side right here. So
I guess to explain it first, explain the Battle Royal, because it's different than your normal Battle Royal.
Which is good.
Now, a Battle Royal normally is every 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
A man comes out. Okay. So how it comes out in this one is there are 4 suits.
4 suits, yeah.
Okay. So 4 suits, you get 5 points, whatever.
The first 5 come out.
So you get one. It's every 3 minutes or 4 minutes.
Every 3 minutes, the next 5 come out.
Suit come out.
So you have the first suit.
So there's 4 suits, 4 sets of 20.
Then you're gonna have
4 sets equal.
The next suit come out, then the next suit, and then 21 is the final person.
Right. So then obviously you're having odd if you do 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
And whoever draws lucky number 21 gets the last entry into the Battle Royal. And so it's kind of cool because I think the ring will feel.
As we talk about the game, now it makes more sense. As we were talking about it, we're like, oh, why did they show Shawn Spears earlier? Because they're not going to know his card number. It's just his suit. It's his 10. So it's like his suit. He basically doesn't have 21.
The number doesn't matter.
Yeah, the number doesn't matter. It's the suit. Okay. So that's why it was a 10 thing. It hit me after we were just talking about it earlier.
Makes more sense.
So we don't know who else is coming out in there. So let's get into that. So my pick is MJF.
My pick is MJF.
So we both picked MJF here. We actually have a couple of the same picks after this because we
switched it on this.
We picked this different. Well, some of this stuff, but some of the stuff the same. So I say first eliminated is Glacier.
I have Michael Nakazawa.
But we both have the last elimination being Shawn Spears, right?
Yeah, I feel like a Perfect 10's gonna hold on.
I think they want Perfect 10. I think they want to keep him on a little bit longer. So I agree with you.
Younger guy.
That's why I'm saying this.
Who you got for most eliminations?
I got Joey Janela.
It was one of my thoughts, but I picked Glacier because he's big and dumb.
I picked him as the first eliminated because of most.
Even though he hasn't done anything since the 80s, I feel like.
Let's just hope I'm right because I don't want him to get.
I feel like this big dingus is gonna just knock a few guys, and there's only 21. It's like most eliminated could be 3.
It's gonna be everybody, honestly.
Okay.
It could be half this roster gets most eliminated.
And then entrant 21.
So for my surprise, he hasn't been announced yet, and it was a tough call here. I had 2 options in mind, but I'm going with Jon Moxley.
We both had the same 2 options, I believe.
Yeah, CM Punk or Jon Moxley
or Punk, and we both picked Moxley because I feel like they're saving Punk for All In 2 in Chicago at home. His home city of Chicago. That's where you let him go out. That's in 2 months.
So then you get to the other buy-in match, which is Kip Sabian against Sammy Guevara.
Yeah.
They didn't push in Sammy Guevara on being the elite, so that was my reasoning really for going with Sammy Guevara here.
So the over the budget battle royal thing is free.
Yeah, the over budget battle royal and the
bananas. I didn't think that was
and the buy-in, they're both free.
Yeah, because I didn't know that was part of that. Was crazy.
And that's right, and the singles match. So I'm going with Sammy Guevara because they've really been pushing him on being the elite.
And everybody's mentioned Kip Sabian other than that he's going to be in the match.
So we're probably completely wrong here because that's why they're going to push him so that Kip Sabian wins.
So I got Sammy Guevara as well.
Okay. You want to get into all the stipulations of this one?
We'll just knock out the names.
So let's get into this one.
Like I said, we can knock out the names.
We're going to go with Aja Kong's team against Hikaru Shida's team. And I apologize if I'm saying this completely wrong because I probably am. I said Hikaru. I'm probably saying this completely wrong here. I'll go with Aja Kong's team with this one. It's Aja, Yuka, and Emi. Going against Hikaru, Rio, and Ryo, I'm guessing. Or Riho and Ryo. So who do you got here? I'm just going to go to the next thing here because this man can't breathe.
It's Aja, obviously. I think we both have that.
Yeah, we both have Aja.
Aja's winning.
So we're both going Aja.
That team wins.
That's all that's going there. Next we get into the
Lucha Bros
against the Lucha Bros against the Young Bucks here for AAA titles.
The only title match on the card and the main event is they are going to bring tag team wrestling back
to the main event. I'm going Lucha Bros here because it's their title. I don't think they want the Young Bucks. I could be wrong. The Young Bucks want to carry this tag title all around instead of having their own tag title for the show. Right. I could be wrong there, but I'm saying the Lucha Bros are going to take their tag title back to AAA.
And I'm saying that they're going to bring their tag titles back to Lucha Libre area of, because AAA wasn't really receptive of the Young Bucks. I think they're trying to give them titles back and then just unveil their own.
I think so. That's why I'm going there. Then we have the possible unscheduled Adam Page match.
I think Adam Page is.
I'm sorry. I gotta go to same. I'm going Hangman Adam Page here because it's untaken care of here. Next, we have the 6-man tag with SCU.
SCU.
Go up against the Strong Hearts.
Strong Hearts.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
A part of me wants to go Strong Hearts, but I'm going SCU.
I'm going.
I think a lot of the guys.
Switched?
I'm thinking a lot of the guys actually who are for AEW, and the guys who aren't. I think the guys who aren't are going to have more wins than the guys who are. But I went SCU here because they just came from overseas, having some good matches against those guys.
Right.
And I think SCU is going to come out top here.
I got Strong Hearts coming out on top.
Okay. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. Next, we get into the triple threat match.
The ladies triple threat match.
With Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, and Kylie Ray.
Now, obviously, I have Britt Baker winning.
So because of the toothbrush, you're going with Britt Baker.
Yes.
I'm going because of the signature Smiley Kylie.
Oh.
Another difference here.
Ironically, I bet you that Nyla Rose is going to win.
Right, that's what I said. We're both completely wrong here. Then we get into the other main event, the singles main event, with Chris Jericho going against Kenny Omega. So even with things being messed up with Pac and Hangman still losing, and the original plan was Pac versus Kenny Omega, I still think that they still want Kenny Omega to win this. And again, completely wrong, because they could want Chris Jericho to win at the end of the day. And we think it's wrong because of the fact that everyone knows that originally they wanted Kenny Omega to win, so let's change things up.
Kenny Omega.
But I'm going Kenny Omega. You are too?
Yeah, Kenny's not going to lose his first match in AEW.
Then we got brothers on brother.
Brother time. Cody, Dustin. Who do you got, young man?
They're trying to get rid of the Attitude Era, so it's got to be Cody.
I'm going with Cody.
So, all right, we agree there. And for the last match that we're going to talk about, at least, that's not the last match, obviously.
Yeah,
but this is the last match of Double or Nothing.
They gave the Best Friends this match even after he attempted
to murder.
to murder his family.
And it's Best Friends versus Angelico and Jack Evans. Who you got there?
I got the Best Friends.
And I'm going against them with Angelico and Jack Evans only because I think they want to continue this murderous rant with the Best Friends.
Or they're like
so that's why I'm choosing that.
Yeah, I got Best Friends win this one.
So
Chucky T, man.
I got Angelico, baby. Can't go wrong with that. So I think that's it for this episode of KBW, episode 15.
I feel like it is, man. So like we said, up for grabs Saturday.
Up for grabs Saturday.
Double or Nothing.
It will be on the belt.
We cannot wait. I should be live tweeting or tweeting at some point if I can't watch it live. I may have some other things to do at the moment, but I will record it. If I ain't, man, I will be on it.
Definitely.
So guys, we will obviously be texting each other back and forth hard, and
we watch this one.
It's going to be pretty awesome. So guys, enjoy this great wrestling event that's coming to you this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
We're all, as wrestling fans, super excited to see this.
We are all elite for this one.
We are all elite for this one. So, guys, enjoy your week, and it's time that we bid you adieu, goodbye, mwah, and good night, bang.